The hype for the iPhone 16s has died down a bit, but we entered the season of the iPhone 17 rumors. Yes, we already got insane leaks for this newest version of the iPhone. So, if you are excited, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, let's talk about the newest and shiniest iPhone 17 rumors. Shall we? So, according to rumors, we are getting 4 different iPhone 17 models this year, just like last year, but with one slight difference. We are not getting the iPhone 17 Plus. So, the biggest version of the base model iPhone is getting killed this year. Just like the iPhone mini, the iPhone Plus is dying. Why? Because it doesn't sell well. This iPhone simply is not good enough. It's not a good value. And I always told you guys that whenever I reviewed the iPhone 14 lineup, 15 lineup, and now the iPhone 16 lineup. I've told you, the iPhone 16 Plus is not worth it. It's too close in terms of price for the iPhone 16 Pro, and it's worse in every single metric. The only thing that it has going for it is the bigger display. But it has 60 Hz, it has the worst camera system, and for $900, simply not worth it. So Apple is killing that iPhone because the sales are really bad, and they are trying to introduce another attempt to make a 4 iPhone lineup. I know it's very tough, and I don't know how Apple can solve it. But Apple has figured out a way, and according to rumors, they are going to release the iPhone 17 Air. Yes, iPhone 17 Air. This is going to be a design-focused iPhone that is going to sit between the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max. So it's going to be the iPhone 17 Air. This is going to have a 6.6-inch display, about the same size as the iPhone 16 Plus. But with one big difference. This is going to be a very thin iPhone. The objective of this iPhone is going to be the design, the aesthetics, the incredible engineering behind a very thin phone. According to rumors, it could be as thin as 5.5 millimeters. Insane. If you think about it, they are going to be an inspiration on the newest and shiniest 13-inch M4 iPad Pro. And if you know that iPad Pro, you know how thin it is. And I love that design. If Apple can implement that on an iPhone being super lightweight, super thin, reviving the iPhone 6 methodology, then oh my god, I'm so excited to see what happens. Because it's going to be a very thin, a very big display iPhone that could bend. So bendgate could be back. According to rumors, this is not going to focus on the internal specs. This is not going to focus on the power of the iPhone. No, this is going back to the Apple legends of design. Yes, it's going to be super thin, super lightweight, not going to focus on specs, and trust me, I do believe this is going to be a hit, because most people think their iPhones are too big, too bulky especially. Not big, but bulky. So they like the big displays, they don't like the extra weight, they don't like the extra thickness of the iPhone. So if Apple can make a very slim, a very lightweight iPhone that has a really good camera and a really good display, it's going to sell like hotcakes. And according to rumors, this iPhone is going to have a 40 megapixel main sensor. That's it. No extra bulk. Nothing else. This is going to be a minimalistic iPhone. No ultra-wide lens, no telephoto lens, just a 40 megapixel main sensor with maybe a 2x telephoto crop on it. And that's it. But it could be the best main lens that Apple can sell, and it could be a great camera system for most people. Again, I think that the average consumer will love this iPhone. Super thin, super lightweight. And if Apple can price this iPhone between the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 17 Pro, they will sell it like hotcakes. Because that's the part of the lineup that Apple is killing and Apple is replacing. So let's see what Apple does with the iPhone 17 Air, the biggest and the baddest thing to come out on the iPhone 17 lineup, in my opinion. And then of course, we get the iPhone 17, the iPhone 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max. And here, things won't be that different, because the display is going to be the same size, and the overall materials are going to be the same. There are some rumors saying that Apple is going to remove titanium in favor of aluminum, but I don't think so. Apple is not going to remove their most premium material they've used on an iPhone yet for one of the cheapest, aluminum. Doesn't make any sense. Again, they could use it on the iPhone 17s, that's okay, but they won't be using it on the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. I don't think that's a credible leak, and I think they will keep using titanium because they only introduced it like 2 years ago, so it does not make any sense to replace it already. One thing that could change is the design of the iPhone 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max, and the iPhone 17. According to rumors, the camera layout on the back could be different. There are some that are saying that it could be about the same but much bigger or still on a rectangular shape, but on a different position, the camera lenses, and others are saying it could be oval. So just like the Pixel lineup, we could be getting the cameras straight here on the top, and they could be on this different layout, just like the Google Pixel 9 Pro. So I'm not sure. This is a big, big change for the iPhone, especially for the iPhone design philosophy. If you know, people love buying iPhones because it has a distinct look that it's almost like a luxury item. People look at it and recognize the iPhone. They look at the back of this iPhone and think, that's an iPhone. And if Apple kills that brand, if Apple changed that, it needs to be iconic. They cannot copy another design trend because Apple is the one that creates design trends. So if they step back, they copy Google Pixel 9 Pro's design, it don't sit well. At least it don't be as iconic. But let's see what happens. Of course, if Apple decides to do this, they need to have a reason, right? They need to make the cameras better. And according to rumors, they will on the Pro iPhones. According to rumors, we are getting a triple 40 megapixel sensor on the back. So we're going to have a 40 megapixel main sensor, bigger and better, with a variable aperture, so you'll be able to change the aperture mechanically on your iPhone. That would be insane. You could create more background blur, less background blur. You could be wanting more light, less light. That would be super cool and something that I would be asking on an iPhone for a long time, bringing it closer to a mirrorless camera. And then they could be adding two more lenses, a 40 megapixel ultra-wide lens, the same present probably on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and then another telephoto lens, a 5x telephoto lens, but this time a 40 megapixel telephoto lens. So you will be able to crop in 2 times again, getting that 10x optical zoom. That would be well played, Apple, and creating an amazing camera system for the Pro iPhones. As for the iPhone 17, of course, it will be only featuring 2 lenses, normal 40 megapixel ultra-wide, and of course, the 40 megapixel main sensor. I'm not sure if they are going to put the 40 megapixel ultra-wide on the normal iPhone 17 because of the next rumor. According to rumors, we are getting the ProMotion display on the iPhone 17, which is quite weird because if Apple does that and they add up the 48 megapixel ultra-wide sensor, what are the differences between the 17 and the 17 Pro? Very, very little. So titanium, the 5x telephoto, that's not enough to convince people to spend the extra $200. So I would say that maybe ProMotion or the 40 megapixel ultra-wide are going down. I don't see Apple putting ProMotion on a non-Pro iPhone in the future, at least on its current form. Maybe they'd put 120Hz display, but they don't use the ProMotion technology. I'm not sure. But those are the rumors. ProMotion on the iPhone 17 and maybe a new camera system up there. That would be an insane deal because the prices are not changing. According to rumors, the prices are going to keep the same. So if Apple keeps the iPhone 17 at that sweet $800, the iPhone 17 Pro at $1,000, and the iPhone 17 Pro Max at $1,200, and they introduce the iPhone 17 Air at that $950 to $1,100 price mark, well, that's going to be a very, very competitive iPhone lineup that is going to sell really, really good, especially if it has a new design trend on the back and if it has better cameras. As for the display, according to rumors, it's going to be the same size in every single iPhone. It's not going to increase this year. Again, iPhone 17 is going to have a 6.1-inch display. iPhone 17 Air is going to have a 6.6-inch display. iPhone 17 Pro, 6.3. iPhone 17 Pro Max, 6.9. Just like the iPhone 16 lineup. As for the last thing we need to talk about is battery life. According to rumors, the battery cells itself are not going to get bigger, so don't expect big changes coming for the iPhone lineup in terms of battery life. The only thing that I would say could be different are the new chips coming, the A19 and the A19 Pro. I would bet that the A19 will be present on the iPhone 17 and 17 Air, and the A19 Pro, of course, going to be present on the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. No big changes coming for the chips. It's going to be on the same process from TSMC, so it's not going to be a super efficient and super fast chip compared to last year, compared to the A18 Pro, but it's going to be probably a 10 to 15% jump, just like it is every year. So expect a bit better battery life, or about the same. Does not really matter. These phones are already battery champs. Be careful though on the iPhone 17 Air. That phone will be so thin, incredibly thin, that I don't know how Apple will work on that battery cell. If you have been paying attention to Android phones being released in the beginning of 2025 and in the end of 2024, we have seen a new battery technology hit this market where we see 6,000 milliamperes on a normal phone. So maybe Apple will use that battery technology to put even bigger batteries on the iPhone 17 Air, so it will be super thin, but also have like a 4000 mAh battery and have decent battery life. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. I'm super excited for this new iPhone 17 lineup. It will come out on the second Tuesday of September of 2025. So we have a long way to go. None of these leaks are confirmed. Just take all of these with a huge grain of salt. This could be all wrong at the end of the day. These are just some rumors and leaks, but most of them are from reliable sources. So, interesting to talk about. And so, let me know in the comments below. Are you upgrading this year for the iPhone 17 lineup based on all of these rumors? Or are you thinking of keeping your newest iPhone 16? Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. I have the review for this phone. Go check it out. Bye bye.